Hey guys, hey, it is Zaylee. Welcome to this live stream. We are live. It is Friday. If you're here, definitely say hello. If you're watching the replay, say hi and ask questions because you guys know I love hopping in and answering your questions even after the live stream is over. Super excited to just walk through. I'm finalizing a bit of a course that I've been building in Thinkific, and I'm so excited about this course. I'm amped up about it, and oh my gosh, I was like, I need to come on and share with my people and just walk through a little bit of like what we've been creating this course on. Of course, I want to share just a bit of behind the scenes today of the build out of the course. And so this is going to be a messy live stream. So we're going to go on the back end of things. I'm going to show you inside of the course. And I'm going to talk to you about what the course is about specifically. So it's a mini course, it's a smaller course of mine. And I'm going to show you like the layout, why we did things the way that we did in Thinkific. We're going to move things around and play with things. This course is called The Unique Method, and it is really for creators, business owners, entrepreneurs, coaches, consultants, all of y'all who are struggling with content, because I see this struggle happening all the time in the online space. A lot of people are stuck. They don't know what to say when they get on camera, and this is what this is really about. So let's get into some things. If you're joining in, definitely say hi. You guys know I love me an interactive live stream. So of course my camera is in front of me and my monitor is on my left. So if you see me looking over, that is what I'm doing. But I'm also gonna share my screen now and we're gonna walk through a few things. So let me tell you what I need to update as far as this course right now. We have built a freebie, if you know what a freebie is, or if you don't know what it is, or a lead magnet. It is a checklist or a guide or something that you've created so that you can grow your email list. So for us, we've created this amazing guide, and well, it's not really a guide, it's a list actually of prompts, because we were creating a guide initially. And then I decided, no, I don't want it to be a guide of sorts. I want it to be a list of things, right? A list of prompts that anyone can download for free. And, there's a list of specific stories or questions that you can ask yourself so that you can explain your business even better. And I just wanted to give away the full list for free. But today with you, I'm going to connect the list to a sales page that I've built in Lead Pages. And Lead Pages is a platform where you can build your website to your landing page. Let me know if you know what Lead Pages is, guys. I would love to know if you know what Lead Pages is. And then even if you're watching the replay, and then after I connect it to Lead Pages, that person, if they choose to, will buy this mini course, and then they would be sent to Thinkific, where the whole mini course experience is. And this mini course is so good. It's so juicy. It would take you 2 hours to go through it max. Like, I've actually timed people going through it to make sure that you are going through the material and getting results from it versus you never open it, you never do anything with it. 1 or 2, you get into it and you get out and you don't want to do it anymore. Literally set a timer, 2 hours, and you're going to walk away with so much information on how to speak to your customer or client on social media in a different way, in a unique way. It's a way that I have seen work for others, but I do it differently. And so I'm sharing exactly what works for me, because there are times where I go through being stumped for content as well. And I use my own prompt list. Okay. Next thing, before we get started and jump into all of that, of course, I have to share with you guys the camera confidence cards. If you have not gotten your camera confidence cards just yet, I want to remind you that they are available for pre-order. We are starting shipping next week. So if you have not gotten yours just yet, you want to get your camera confidence cards, guys. If you struggle with getting on camera, if you're inconsistent with getting on camera, if you feel like everything that you're doing in your business is not resulting in clients or customers or new people finding you, get your camera confidence cards. I promise you, they are a game changer, and they're exactly what I used along the way in my own business and on my own journey when I was totally afraid of going live. I was so afraid, guys. I was so afraid of, you know, pulling out my camera and getting on YouTube. I was afraid of just all the things video. And now, so as much as people think I'm a natural on camera, I'm not. Okay. And I still get nervous sometimes. So, okay. Now that you've seen that and I've made sure to tell you about it, I am going to jump into my Thinkific backend where you'll see the unique method course, right? So this is our settings and let me see. So I'm going to head to curriculum and I'm going to walk you through a bit of this course. So let me see. Workshop. Of course, in every course, you want to have a welcome. So this is me welcoming people warmly to the workshop. And so in welcoming people warmly to the workshop, you want to make sure that you cover a few things and you let them know exactly what they're going to get inside of the workshop. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay. I see Rio by the door. I'm like, do you need me? Is everything okay? All right. So now I gave instructions, like clear instructions on what you should be doing, what you're going to create, what you're going to get out of this course. And it's a lot, especially for the price point. Like I know I can charge more for this, but my goal is to get you really clear on your messaging. I feel like a lot of people are unclear about their messaging, who they're talking to, and what kinds of content to create. So that's what I wanted to make sure to cover. The next thing is that we give a workbook. Now, usually I would add my workbook to Thinkific. So I would create a fancy workbook and put it into Thinkific. Times are changing, guys. I realized that people are using workbooks less and less, and now people are absolutely loving, when I say loving Google Docs. And this is something that I asked on Threads as well. People are really loving Google Docs. And so I wanted to make sure that I was doing things in a way to where the market is going right now. So in this course specifically, I did not do our Canva workbooks. I actually built out the workbooks in Google Docs, or my assistant Sarah helped me to build out the workbooks in Google Docs. And then we just linked out to Google Docs. Let me know if you're watching this, like, how have you been using your workbooks? You know, I want to know, because I feel like things are shifting in our spaces. And I want to know, like, are you still, I'm going to print out my workbook kind of person, or have you been using Google Docs too? I cannot lie. I have been loving Google Docs, right? Hey guys, I'm seeing a few people in here. I don't know why I can't see your name. So if you're here, just drop your name. If you're a usual part of the community or crew, definitely drop your name. I'm seeing Facebook user, but for some reason I can't see the name. But hey you, it's been a minute and I'm glad you're here tonight. But also let me know if you guys have been liking Google Docs, or do you still print out your workbooks? Do you still use PDF workbooks? I feel like they're kind of phasing out and people are loving using Google Docs as their workbooks lately. Okay, so back to the screen. So we have been using, Google Docs. And so we linked out there. So I have my whole welcome section inside of Thinkific, and I made welcome its own chapter, right? So if you've used Thinkific before, they have chapters and then they have lessons, right? So I have like 3 really short lessons inside of, the welcome to this workshop chapter, which is like a module. And then I get into phase 1, which is the actual unique method. So here I get into a video about the challenges that people are experiencing. And I go really deep into this because, you know, I feel like there are so many challenges as it pertains to brands and businesses right now in this season. People are experiencing different things because of social media and the way that it's changing. And of course we have a quiz because I want to know, what are you guys experiencing? And I think that having quizzes in your courses is a great way to get information about the people that you're serving so that you can get to know them better and create products for them that are directly aligned with what they need. Let me know if you're learning anything or if you're liking anything that I'm sharing here, because I would love to know. Also, We go into clarifying your core messaging. This is so essential. Everything I'm teaching inside of this mini course is so essential for getting on camera. I think sometimes we get overwhelmed. We see what everyone else is doing online. We see trends. We see, people doing challenges and all these things. And we forget our core messaging or who we're specifically speaking to. And it's not super clear. And we end up just blending in with everyone else if we do create content, or we're just afraid to create anything at all because you don't know if people are going to like it, if people are going to connect with it. There's so many thoughts that go through your head when creating content, right? And if you are here, let me know if you have any of these feelings when it comes to creating content. And let me know if you're in touch with your core messaging. Let me know if you're like super clear on what your core message is. So as we go through so then we get into phase 2, which is, so phase 1 was the unique method. And it's me sharing exactly how you're going to figure all of this out and giving you a foundation of the unique method. And unique, UNIQ, is our framework within this course, but it also stands for just your uniqueness, the beauty in yourself and all that you're sharing and how you show up for your customers and clients. I think a lot of people have lost that. A lot of people are just mimicking everyone else, or maybe they're working with a coach online and they're just mimicking what that coach is telling them to do. We're seeing so many duplicates of everyone in the online space. And I speak about it deeply here. So I got into help content. Help content is the foundation of everything that you're doing as a business owner. It is the content that your audience is going to find you for. Now, the cool thing is I go through exactly how to discover your own help content strategy, which is going to be different for everyone else. The beauty of creating this course was that I didn't create this so that you can do what someone else is doing. As you go through it, you are going to get your own ideas and findings. You are going to tap into yourself. Like, no one is going to leave this course with the same ideas or answers or anything. I'm telling you, I went deep into it to make sure that everyone else is going to come out with something completely different and specific to them. I'm seeing a comment here saying, yes, I am finally clear on my messaging. I love that, love that, love that. Okay, so now, do you have your help content strategy worked out? That's what I want to know. That's the next question. Do you know exactly what content you should be creating to connect with the people that you desire to connect with? That's what I want to know. I can't see names. I don't know why. I hate when, all right, let me see. I hate when Facebook does that sometimes with eCam. So I go deep into that. And then I also give you some examples, right? So some of my own client or customer examples of like strategies that they use as far as it pertains to help content. And then I go even deeper into questioning you about yourself. And I prompt you to write about, who are you? Like, who are you? What makes you different? What can you add into your core messaging or into your overall message that lets people know that you are the specific person that they need to come to for X, Y, Z? And I think that's so important because a lot of times you'll see, for example, in the fitness industry, what do you help people do? I help people to live their best lives with health and fitness. That's not really specific at all. So this course helps you get really specific. Now, I also go into your target audience and I actually give you AI to work with. So I give you the walkthrough of how to use AI, and I've actually built a bot for you in here, and I give you the exact prompts that you can ask this bot. Okay, y'all know AI is everything, but I help you craft it in such a specific way. This is not going to give everyone the same answers at all, and I've tested it over and over and over again in different industries, and what you're getting on the other end is amazing. So you don't have to work this all out yourself. What you can do is validate the answers that you're getting, because when you start getting the answers from my AI, I call it my audience assistant. When you start getting the answers, what it's gonna do is it's gonna allow you to go through and see, okay, yes, I've heard this question from my clients before. Oh, this is a juicy one. I should definitely answer it. So I give you all the instructions on how to use this as well, just so that when you're creating, you start creating for a really specific target audience. Now, again, the reason why I created this is so that you can get on camera with ease. You don't have to overthink, what to talk about when you get on camera, because that's an issue that I found a lot with my audience, right? People wondering, I don't know what to talk about. Like, I see so-and-so speaking about this and that, and I don't know what to talk about specifically. That's why I created this mini course. So it's really specific for you. It's not for everyone else. It's for you. And you get to find a cadence and comfort in your own voice, your own content, your own brand, and create content that a lot of people aren't thinking about right now. Everyone else is caught up with trends and creating what they think they should be doing because they see Sarah over there doing it or Janine over there doing XYZ, versus you understanding your own specific client or customer or students and creating what they need to hear from you so that they can begin to know, love, and trust you. Y'all, this year I'm all about video. Video is life, okay? You're only watching me here today because I'm on camera sharing with you, showing my experiences, opening up my back end so you can see what I'm working on. If you follow me on Instagram and on stories, I'm always there pouring into my audience, sharing things like, you're here because you found me some way, right? And so I want to give all that I've gathered over the years to you. All right, let's get back into it. So we stopped at AI, right? And so now we're gonna get into, so this is phase 2, right? And I'm telling you, you can go through all of this in 2 hours. Phase 3 is your story bank. So we jump into your specific story bank, okay? And what I did inside of the story bank is I actually broke down my reels so that you can see reels that did well or content that did well, right? And why it did well, and how I told stories within that content. And I did that because I wanted you to have examples of exactly what I was referring to, so that you're able to also look at it and think about your own content and your own stories. So like I said before, none of this is going to be the same for everyone else. Now, there's lots of prompts and worksheets in here as well. So, you're able to really understand your own content versus everyone else's. So I'm not telling you to be like another coach in your industry or another course creator in your industry or anyone else in your industry for that matter. Now, then I go into covering our content formula, and I tell you exactly what you need to add to make up your own specific content. And I teach it in 2 different ways, which I won't go too deep into because I don't want to have you on live all night. But I show you that as well. We go into uncovering your specific story, and I give examples for each part of the unique method. The first part of the unique method is uncovering your unique story. The second part is navigating your industry. You always want to bring your content back to your industry or your experience or your knowledge, especially if you're looking to build a platform as an expert in the online space. Are you picking up what I'm putting down, guys? Let me know. Feel free to ask questions as well. Then I teach you how to incorporate everyday experiences into your content. Sometimes we go through things like in our real lives and we want to share it, or we have stories that happen or routines that we do, or there are so many things that you can share that are content to get your audience to know you better. And I've been finding that I've been buying so much more based on knowing someone is an expert, but also understanding more about them and the way that they work. And then we speak about continuing the quest for authenticity. There are examples and prompts and such for all of these. And then I give access to a visibility challenge, which is, I don't think we have it here just yet. But it's a challenge. It's a 30-day challenge implementing everything that you have learned inside of the course. I think this is it actually. Haha. So it is in there. I think I'm supposed to make a video going over that guide. So now that I'm seeing that, I need to get to work on that. And of course, we have your congratulations and your what's next. Now I'm going to share the front end of this course with you so that you see how it all came together, where you can download your workbook. Let me see if I can show you guys the Google workbook. Haha. Let's see. Yep, here it is. So in here, when you get access to the workbook, you can use a template and make your own copy of the workbook and go through it. But this workbook is juicy and you're able to type directly into it and not lose your work. The reason why I love using Google Docs as well is because you can always go back into your Google Drive and find it and work on it. And we give examples, templates, like it's all in here, okay? Everything that you need is in here to get clear on what you should be saying when you get on camera. So, oops. You know, I'm not going to walk through the whole thing again, but I'm just showing you the front end and kind of what it looks like on the front end of Thinkific as you walk through. If you have any questions at all, I would be happy to answer. And then I'm going to go ahead and let me see. Hey, Jay Palmer. Oh my gosh, congratulations. You just launched your first course in Thinkific. Congratulations to you. I'm so excited for you. Oh my gosh, I'm glad you made it to this live as well. Wow. I love hearing that. I love when people are in the process of creating their course or have launched their course or are thinking about launching a course. And Thinkific is such an easy platform. So I love that. And they're always making updates. I think they're making updates as we speak right now. So congrats on your course. That is super exciting. So now I'm going to share with you guys the landing page that we've made. So I'm going to walk you through like our thought process for, you know, people getting, ooh, come on screen. Okay, here we go. For people getting into the course itself. So I have a freebie, right? And let me see if I can find that. It is called the unique method. And I spoke about it when I just got on. But if you don't have a freebie for your online course, I suggest that you do create one. You'll hear people talk about a lead magnet. You'll hear people talk about lead generation. You'll hear people talk about freebies. And so this is a great way to grow your email list. So I'm giving away a list of content that people, or content prompts, I should say, because I realized for my people, a lot of them are camera shy or inconsistent with video because they don't know what to say. So I gave you a full juicy list of prompts so that you never have to worry about what you should be sharing when you turn the camera on. Okay, so you never have to worry about that because I'm giving it all to you. And with these topics, or with these prompts, you're going to be able to come up with topics that reflect your unique brand because of the questions that I'm asking inside of this prompt list. And you're also going to be able to build an understanding of how you can weave your own unique story, your own unique thoughts, your own unique perspectives into powerful brand messaging, because all of that is really important for a business owner before we get on camera. We need to understand who we're speaking to, what we're sharing, and we need to understand, you know, our audience, their symptoms, their problems, their pains, their desires, their needs. And so also you're going to be able to develop confidence, knowing that you're not sharing too much or too little. And I want to talk about this because I know a lot of people struggle with, Zaylee, I'm not an influencer. I don't want to share too much of my business. I don't want to put my business out there. And that's totally understandable. You don't have to be any of those things, which is why I created the unique method, so that all of your content and stories come back to, you know, your work and what you're putting yourself out there for specifically. And even the examples I give inside of the course, you'll understand exactly what I'm speaking about. You never have to share too much, okay? Or you never have to feel like, you know, you're talking too much at all. Because when I say talking, I mean telling all your business. Let me see. So Jay Palmer asked, do you prefer Google Docs for workbooks? over the add-on in Thinkific Walk Doc. Ooh, I have not seen that that example. So that's really good to know, Jay Palmer. I have not example. I've never seen that app in Thinkific. So maybe that's a newer one. I know at one point I was using one called, gosh, I can't remember the name of it. So the reason why, and I explained this a little while ago, but I use Google Docs because everyone has Google Gmail, everyone has a G Drive. And so with Google Docs, we found that it was simple to design a simple but efficient workbook in there. And I actually polled my audience and polled people that are outside of my audience using Threads, which is an Instagram app, if you guys know what Threads is. And when I tell you we got raving reviews or remarks of people who got workbooks, never used them. And y'all know the beauty of a course is in the workbook and the insights and answers that you get from the video content or whatever it is inside of the online course. Like, what you really walk away with is the work that you're doing in the workbook. And what we found is people were downloading the PDFs, but they weren't filling them out, even if it was fillable. People weren't printing them out and actually using them. And then I also observed myself and I realized I love a Google Doc, and I love when I buy a course and maybe I don't go through it right away, but I could go back and find that Google Doc in my G Drive years later and fill it out. So if you're saying it wrong, oh, yes. So you were in the accelerator. Yes. So I was using something else. I can't remember if it was, I don't think it was called WalkDoc, but it was something else. I can't remember what I was using specifically, but that was also paid. So we used to pay for that platform and it worked really well. It was wonderful, but Google Docs is free, right? So I went through in my business and removed a bunch of things that we weren't using a lot anymore. And that was one of the things that we got rid of. And we moved all of our workbooks and documents over to Google Docs, right? It's just so easy. I don't know. You guys tell me what you've been doing. Dr. Shay P said, that's interesting about workbooks. Isn't it interesting? And it's so interesting because one of my most popular videos on Canva, on YouTube, is about Canva. Like, you know, and because I used to create all of my workbooks in Canva. So I don't create, well, not that I don't. I started moving things over to Google Docs, to G Drive, because it's just easy. It's free. And people are just using it more. And trust me, guys, before I made that decision, I actually made sure to ask, because I don't do anything without asking my audience. All of my products, all of my services are results of me seeing needs that my audience, you know, had. So even when I was deciding to do this, I definitely went onto my platforms and I asked questions. What are you guys using right now? What do you like right now? You know, what's working for you right now? And another thing I said is that I always observe myself, and I've been loving using Google Docs. And it's just simple. Like, look at this workbook. It's just so simple. Let me open back up here, guys. Okay, so if you look at the Google Drive, the Google worksheet, it's so simple, right? And then you have your place to type. And I believe this expands if you're typing a lot. So think about it. Like, it's just so simple to do. Not a lot is going on. You know, now the thing about your Google Docs is not going to be heavily branded, but there are tweaks that you can add to it so people know it's yours. I just think it's a simple way for your student to get the most out of, you know, what they're doing. So this is what we've been using. I'm sharing it with you guys because you guys on the YouTube channel, in the Facebook group, wherever you're watching, my community, I always want you guys to understand all that I'm doing before the rest of the world understands it. So that's why I come to you guys and I share with you guys, right? So tell me what your thoughts are. Tell me what you think about it. Let me see. Jay Palmer said, last question, when you use Google Docs, are you using it to make it a download or are you embedding it into the course? Really good question. Let's go on to the back end and chat about it. So when we create a when we create in Google Docs, what we want to do is we get into, let me make sure that I'm on my back end here. If you look here, you'll see that where I have the worksheet or workbook is here. So my assistant Sarah designed a little clickable, right? So this was designed in Canva. So for example, you see how this looks in Canva. So she just made like a graphic in Canva. She added a button to it. And within the button, she added the link to the document so that in here, when the student sees it, or when you guys see it, when you get this course, you're literally going to click on a button, which is, it says download your workbook because we put that, but you click on that button and it takes you to the actual worksheet. And then you just click use template. Or you don't even have, you could just drop the link for people and make sure that they cannot edit the original document. So make sure that they're making a copy of that document and then it would show up in their drive. Let me know if this makes sense. Let me know if that was easy to understand, because that's exactly what we did. And it's so simple, super simple. Now, another thing that you can do is you can export your Google document as a PDF and upload it into Thinkific. The reason why we do it this way, where you get the link to the document, is so that that document actually stays in that person's G drive and they can alter it and move it around. When you have a PDF, you know, you have the limitations of a PDF. Like you can't edit a PDF or add to it unless you print it out or unless it's fillable. So just keep that in mind. Maybe what I will do is make a specific separate video about this, because I feel like this would be interesting to just share a really specific video on. Let me know if that would be helpful for you guys. All right. Let's jump back in. I appreciate you guys for being here. Feel free to ask other questions as we move through. Like literally, I just wanted to go live and connect with you guys today. So let's see. I was speaking about the free, sorry guys, as I jump around here. I was speaking about the free guide. Now with the free guide, when they get the free guide, what I'm going to do is create a tripwire of a course landing page, right? So this is the landing page for the unique method. And what we've made sure to do here is I am lowering the price of this course, right, that I just showed to you guys to $47. I know I could sell this upwards of $200, because when you walk away from what you're going to learn in that course, you're going to walk away with a full content plan. Now, not only content, you're going to walk away understanding how to tell stories in your content, where to put the stories in your content, and you're going to understand 4 different types of stories that you can tell to bring your audience or your clients, your customers closer to you. Now, I can share that, like I said, sell it for upwards of $200, but if you download the guide, you'll end up on this page, which people call a tripwire. And when you end up on this page, you have the option of going away from the page and just getting your free guide, which is totally fine. Or you have the option of buying this course for $47 on this page. Let me know if any of you have ever seen a tripwire. I'd love to know. But so this is how you'll access this specific price for this course. So if you get this course somewhere else, you may not get this price, right? And so I'm using, y'all know I love me some ConvertKit. So I'm using ConvertKit on the back end to deliver my guide, right? So I want you guys to remember that. I love using ConvertKit. It's such a, easy tool to use, and, it delivers the guide, and that's where I build my email list as well. If you have questions, definitely leave them. I love answering questions. So when you guys ask questions, it gives me content ideas as well, like the Google document video. I'm definitely going to do that because I feel like there's extra interest in there. Okay, so let's get back into it. So the landing page, like I said before, I have testimonials on there that people can actually see from actual people that I've worked with over the years, or people that have taken my storytelling challenges as well. And I explain all the things that you'll walk away with when you buy this mini course specifically, right? So what I also do on this page is I show you exactly what you're gonna get in there. And also I show you the value of all that you're gonna get, right? So I wanna make sure that you're understanding how much I've put into this workshop and how simple it's gonna be for you to complete it as well. On this page, we have a walkthrough of the content. I like showing people what they're gonna get when they're buying a course. Now, everything that I'm saying here, I also want to remind you that you can think about your course in this way as well. A lot of people don't know how to sell their courses. And I wanna make sure that I'm talking to you, even in this video, like you're seeing me on camera speaking about the course. Think about that for your own course. You're seeing me show you my course sales page. Think about that for your own course. You're seeing me share my freebie with you and my thought process of my freebie or lead magnet. Think about that for your own course, right? I want to make sure that you guys are thinking about these things for your own course. Keep asking questions. I'll come back to questions in a little bit. And no question is a stupid question here. On this channel, we talk about everything. Just keep that in mind. All right, so as we go through the rest of the landing page, some more testimonials, what people are learning from me, a little bit about me and my journey and when I started telling stories and why I started telling stories and how powerful stories are. And I've sold with stories before, and I love selling with stories because they're so powerful. But I realized that, you know, people aren't using enough stories in their everyday content, especially when they're on camera. It's such a powerful way to bring your audience closer to you and for you to relate to them on a whole different level, right? Okay, so I wanted to make sure to show you this, right? Because this is where we are hosting the landing page for this course. Now we have 2 landing pages for it. We have the Tripwire landing page, and I think we have a regular landing page somewhere as well. Let me see if I have shared everything. I want to take a break just to share again with you guys our camera confidence cards. Don't get tired of me. I have to share this. We just launched our camera confidence cards. You can find them over at cameraconfidencecards.com. If you are struggling with getting on camera confidently and consistently, those 2 things. So I'm speaking to you if you overthink your content, if you're nervous about getting on camera, if you think you're going to stumble and say the wrong thing, or if you start and stop. So you know your messaging, but you keep starting and stopping. You have nothing to help you keep track of your goals. These cards are going to help you do that. I use my cards daily and I still use them as we speak. We're starting to ship out cards next week. So be sure to grab your camera confidence cards, and you can find them down below. We have a Google store, and we also have a Facebook store and an Instagram store. We're going to be on TikTok Shop pretty soon. I'm so excited, guys. So excited. You're also going to see physical product content coming from me in a bit on the channel because I'm so excited about sharing the physical product journey as well. I love having physical and digital products, and so super excited to share all of that. Okay, so wait, Jay Palmer, I think I answered this question already. Dr. Chanel, hello. Okay, so you're saying I should do a separate video on Google Docs as workbooks. I would. I'll definitely do that. Let's see. And Dr. Shea said, yes, she has a decent understanding of a tripwire. Awesome. Okay, guys, any questions so far? Anything that you kind of want me to explain a bit further? Thank you, Jay Palmer. I can't tell you guys how excited I am. We're getting in our final shipment tomorrow. We have people pre-ordering like crazy already. So I cannot wait to get products to send to you from us over to you. It's a whole different game from digital. I love my digital products, but I also wanted to give you guys something that you can hold in your hands. Of course, I have a few of them in front of me here. You can hardly see them because of the light. But I also have a video on the channel where I share. Isn't that so cool? I wish I could I can't. Yeah, well, you guys see it. But you're getting 52 cards in your deck. Can you imagine? This is so crazy. I'm like, What the heck? So it's a whole deck of cards, and the words on there, they're so good. They keep me focused and zoned in all that I do. And y'all know how much I believe in getting on. I even believe that if you have a course that you've created, the best way to connect with people and gain traction as far as your online course is concerned is to get on camera and talk to your people, connect with your community, build community. If you're here and you're listening, community is key. And there's no better way than to build a community with video content. It's such a powerful medium, and it brings people together for one specific idea or concept, or it brings people together, people that are interested in the same thing. I know you have YouTube channels that you probably watch, or pages or groups that you're a part of. Think about your own movement and community that you want to create around what you are selling. It's so powerful, guys. All right, don't get me started. Whew. Don't get me started. Jay Palmer said, I just want to let you know that your videos are what got me over the hump to start my health equity courses. You've walked me through Descript, Thinkific, the soft boxes. Thank you for your sharing. Jay Palmer, thank you. Thank you for being here. I'm so glad you made it live today. I love when you guys share what you've been able to accomplish with what we share on the channel, because then it lets me know that I'm walking in my purpose every day. So you sharing that, for me, I'm like speechless. Or with me, I'm speechless. I really appreciate you. Thank you for sharing that. Those things give me the drive to continue doing what I'm doing. So I appreciate your kind words. Oh my gosh. Woo. And with that, I would love to know, what else do you guys want to see specific videos about on the channel? Let me know, because that always helps me to understand like where you guys are in the process and what's your next step. What would you like to learn? Also, we have our podcast being launched pretty soon. We have a few podcasts well recorded with amazing guests. I can't wait. Listen, this year I'm bringing so much awesomeness to you guys, and I wouldn't be able to do this without you guys. So your opinion, your thoughts, your questions, your concerns matter. So when you're here and you're watching, everything that you are going through and thinking, it matters a whole lot to me. And thank you for watching. If you're tuning in today. So guys, I just wanted to share like the behind the scenes of this course that we're building, and it's going to be available pretty soon. We're putting the final like touches on it, but I feel like it's something that if you're really not clear on your messaging, your target audience, and the content you should be creating, even if you're starting a YouTube channel, everything is working based on SEO right now, right? Which is search engine optimization. So even if you're creating on TikTok, you gotta know what you're creating, and you have to know who you're creating it for first. Your audience matters. A lot of people create whatever they feel like creating, and that's the mistake that a lot of us are making. If you're here, you found me via some video that I created, kind of like Jay Parma just said, whether it was Descript or Thinkific or soft boxes of video setup, whatever it was, she found me some way through some medium, or it might have even been Thinkific or Thinking Color or ConvertKit. I have so many places that my audience found me, but it's all very intentional, and you can create intention as well with whatever it is that you are sharing in order to sell. Right? So you want to be attracting an audience so that you can sell to that audience. If you don't have an audience just yet, you don't have a community just yet, you don't have traffic just yet coming to your content and, getting onto your email list and buying your online courses or buying live. I sell live a lot as well. You gotta have a strategy for that. And it has to be one that has longevity, meaning that people can hear you and see you and be in your ecosystem of content so that they are aware and able to know that you're the right person to work with. You have the right course for them. You have to start thinking about it like that. So if you were here tonight I really appreciate you for being here. I can answer some questions, and then I'll get off, and then we can all enjoy our Friday night, if it is Friday night wherever you are. It's funny, I went to run some errands today, and then I got back and I was like, oh my gosh, Rio, I want to go live. I'm feeling a call to go live tonight, and I knew exactly what I wanted to share as well. Down below this video as well, guys, I'm gonna leave links for the freebie, the unique method freebie. If you want to grab it right now, it is theuniquemethod.com, but I'll leave that information down below. And I'm also going to leave all other information. If you're looking to get onto Thinkific, I'll leave a 30-day trial down below so that you can play around in the platform yourself as well. And I'll leave some whatever other information I feel like you guys need. Dr. Shay said, I'm definitely stuck on what to create for different platforms. Can't wait for the course. Dr. Shay, yay. Are you following me on Instagram? If you're following me on Instagram, I can send you a direct link to the $47 price that we do have on the course. So if you're not following me on Instagram, guys, I'm very active on Instagram, especially stories. I'm in stories all the time. I'm in my DMs all the time, a little bit too much, but I love connecting with my community, and I love talking to you guys one-to-one. A lot of times when I answer my DMs, people can't believe that I've answered them. I'm like, wait, I'm a person, you're a person. What do you mean? So, if you guys are looking to connect on a deeper level, definitely hit me over on Instagram, or in the Instagram stories. What else, guys? If you have no questions left, then I'm about to get out of here. Let me see. Hey, Uma, how are you? Hi. Okay, so I will send, okay, wait. I can send you the link on Facebook, actually, because I have you on Facebook. All right. Yeah. If you guys do want the link, hit me up on Instagram, and you'll get it before it goes live to everyone else, especially the people on this live. I'll remember. I'll be remembering like who watched, who commented. Ask anybody in my community. As long as you're here and you're talking in the comments, I start learning who is who, and I love my community. So, that's why I am the way I am. But yeah, if you reach out to me on Instagram, I'll send you a link for that price, that specific price of the Unique Method workshop. It's so good. I promise. Like, when I say so good, when I was done creating it, and you should always do this for your course as well, I went and took it myself from a student's perspective. I let other people take it and to get their feedback, and so good. Let me see. I think this is Emma still. She said, love you, Zaylee. You have helped me so much. Love you back. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of the people in my community. I don't play with y'all. I really, really, really appreciate y'all and everything that you guys are doing and the way you keep showing up in the community. I don't take that for granted at all. All right, guys. I love you all. I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Have a good weekend. Bye. Bye, Lavelle.